So I wanted to make a quick video on the black soldier flies that I'm selling. I've been getting a lot of questions on, just the general simple questions, and slowly getting a lot more busier and a lot more questions. I figured it'd be just a lot easier just for me to do a video, just going over everything, and that way hopefully I can save a little time and answer all the general questions. So this is the 1500 count of crawlers. It comes just like this, shipped in a 6x6x6 box. In this stage, they do not eat. They last anywhere from 2 weeks to 1 month before turning into flies. This seems to be one of the most popular buys on eBay right now, and I think it's partial to the fact that it's a lot cheaper. Reason being that they're a lot cheaper is they're self-harvesting. So when they're done eating, they'll shed and turn into these dark crawlers, and they will crawl out of the bin and fall into buckets. It makes it so much easier and faster to harvest these. Simple. If it saves me time, I'll save you money. This same thing, 1500 crawlers. The only difference between the two is these are a few days older, and you'll notice that there's not very many light colored ones in here, as opposed to this. These guys are getting ready to turn to crawlers. These are a little fresher. I just got these today. Alright, so then this is the 1000 count of the large. This is what I see when I get ready to ship. This is what you will get. I use an organic coconut fiber. Kind of gives them a little bedding. Doesn't make them all hot and sweaty. Sometimes when you get the crawlers, you'll notice that they're wet. Don't freak out. It's not pee or poop or anything like that. It is condensation from breathing. It's nothing nasty. So anyway, the crawlers, or the larvae here, you can see, hopefully. So 1000 count. Again, you'll still have a few crawlers here that have either turned while they've been shipping. The only big difference between the crawlers and the regular larva is the crawlers have a little bit higher calcium and a little bit lower fat. Protein wise, they're the same. And yes, we've done our own lab testing to get our own accurate readings. We're not just going off the internet and seeing what everybody else is saying that their percentages are. Alright, so right here, same thing, 500 count. Coconut fiber. Kind of see them in there. Let's see. Okay, what I have over here are when the crawlers get to their 2 weeks to 2 weeks to a month, depending on the temperatures. You don't really want to refrigerate them. Anything lower than 55 degrees can kill them. In the wintertime, I can get them pretty cold down to the 40s, but they've been acclimated over time. It's summertime, so for them to go from, a 90 to 100 degree compost bin to a 55 degree fridge will put them in somewhat of a shock. So find a cool place in the room. I've heard of people putting them in their garage, setting them on the garage floor. Just anywhere, usually just the side of your reptile cage is fine. So anyway, right here, you can see these ones aren't moving. Everybody will assume that they're dead. Now, they can still be eaten by the reptiles. Let me grab one here. Alright, let me get close to the camera. These ones are in the actual pupae stage. If you can kind of see, they have a curl in their tail and they stop crawling, this usually means you have about 1 week before they actually hatch to flies. These guys, yeah, they've got a long ways. But when you see them stop moving and they get that curve in the tail, I'd go ahead and feed those as fast as possible. No big deal though. If they do hatch out, here is, settle down. Oh, that was a black soldier fly. They do not eat, they only drink. They only live for about 10 to 15 days. They're a non-pest. They're a native species to the United States, so if they get out, don't worry about that you're going to end up introducing an invasive species or anything like that. So I set these off to the side here. See, these guys, these go into my flight cage and everything to hatch out for the next generation. You'll see like these little sheds. Sometimes when you get your containers of these, you'll get little tiny sheds in there. So don't freak out, they're not dead ones. Surprisingly, it is almost impossible to kill these things. We have tested and tested all shipping methods. They have been vacuum packed for a week and shipped and survived everything. So the only biggest concern or conditions that really affect them is high heat temperatures. They use very little oxygen. That's why I'm able to get away with. I've had some people say that, you know, there's not enough airflow with some of the lids that I use. You can literally seal these guys up in a sealed container. In fact, we're doing a test right now. Hang on just a second. Where'd it go? Yeah, as soon as I can find. Alright. I wasn't planning on putting this in the video. Anyway, this is another test we're doing. This is a completely sealed container here. And these guys have been in here for 24 hours already. And I'm more so looking, I already know that they can withstand low oxygen and everything like that. They don't. I'm more so concerned about making sure that the container stays sealed. Because these guys can get strong. They'll get themselves in there and they'll just keep pushing. You know, get 3 or 4 of them in one spot pushing on, and they can open up some of the cheaper containers that I've bought. So getting the right kind of containers has definitely been a little bit of a challenge, but we've worked through it, and I think we found what works for us. I'm hoping to be able to do multiple sizes in the future. As of right now, I'm kind of a one-man show here, running everything. I work a full-time job. It's just what it is. I can only harvest eggs once a week, so when you're only harvesting eggs once a week, you're getting a lot of hatch outs, so you're getting a lot of sizes in every bin that you're pulling out. It works for me. I really enjoy the system I've built around these and my schedule that I have. I'm just not able to offer a lot. Now, I do take requests on occasion. I also do like a composting kit for people that are either wanting to get started or anything. You can always email me and I can help you figure out the details. But, you know, your basic composting kit's just going to include all different sizes. I try to stay away from any kind of crawlers because you'll get to that point. If you get, you know, 1,000 or, you know, 3,000 smalls, I mean, they're going to do great for your compost. And eventually you'll get them into the crawlers. Now, and then once they hatch out, breeding them, depending on your setup, it's all going to depend. I've had people say that they're super hard to breed. I think they're super easy, but then again, I've been doing it for a while. I really love what I do. So, you know, when I'm spending 3-4 hours in the morning going to work, coming back for 3 or 4 hours at night. You know, some people think that's crazy to spend that much time working with these things. Me, it's my hobby. It's what I do. So, it keeps me busy. Anyway, I think I basically covered it all. Food for these guys, for most cases, if you just put like a slice of potato, a piece of apple, every now and then, they're fine. But to be honest, you can leave them just like this. The way that I raise these, they are so fattened up that they don't even need to eat anymore once you receive them. But, you know, you want to gut load and make sure they're as fat as possible for your pet. I recommend just fresh fruits and vegetables. Well, I guess that kind of covers it all. So, if you have any questions, email me. Tell you what. Also, so I'll do this. My email is right there on the top. Is it focused? Yeah, good enough, I guess. Alright, yeah. As you can tell, I'm not a YouTuber. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.